who's going to be taking us to the wonderful Caribbean island of Saint Lucia. Over to you, Mia.
Yes, that's right. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, depending on what part of the world that you are in. My name is Mia Chin. I'm the Sales and Guest Relations Manager for Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa and Serenity on the beautiful island of Saint Lucia. So let's get started. So welcome everyone once more. We are going to be taking a look at the beautiful island of Saint Lucia. And here in Saint Lucia, we have been voted the Caribbean's leading adventure tourism destination and the Caribbean's leading nature destination at the World Travel Awards. So there is so much to get into on this beautiful island, such as hiking, biking, fishing, zip lining, kayaking, kite surfing, rum tasting. We have chocolate tours, diving, ATV riding, whale and dolphin watching, bird watching, and so much more. There are lots of indulgent activities to enjoy on our beautiful island, such as the mud baths, the ATV tours, as I mentioned, and the catamarans. We have the islands, we have the world's only drive-in volcano located here on island. Of course, you can also enjoy horseback riding, ocean and cliffside, as well as many waterfall locations around the island. Now, where is Saint Lucia? Saint Lucia is located in the Southeast Caribbean. We are a 3.5-hour direct flight from Miami, 4.5-hour flight from JFK, 5-hour flight from Toronto, and about 9-hour flight from Heathrow. The screen is frozen. Excuse me for one moment. The screen seems to be okay. There we go. So when it comes to real estate, location is key, and this is the same for your client's vacation experience or holiday experience. We are in a prime location on the exotic south coast of Saint Lucia, which means we are only 5 minutes away from the international airport. We are in close proximity to all of the island's top attractions, such as the waterfalls, the iconic pitons, as well as the Sulphur Springs, which I mentioned is the world's only drive-in volcano. We are located on a 1-mile-long stretch of beach. And of course, being 5 minutes away from the airport means no long airport transfers. So your clients can get right into their holiday experience. All of this, we are located on 85 acres, and this is the casually Caribbean experience that your clients are looking for. This short video gives you an idea of what the Coconut Bay experience would look like. So on our resort, on our 85 acres, we are a premium all-inclusive resort, which offers 2 worlds in 1 on this oceanfront setting. To the left of your screen, we have our Harmony Adults Only Oasis. This is accommodations for 18 years and older. We also have our Splash, which is our tropical playground. This is our family-friendly accommodations. And of course, of our many accolades, some of them to mention would be the British Wedding Awards we have won. We've also won the Best of Saint Lucia for Trip Expert, World Travel Awards winner, as well as many TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Best of the Best awards, which we are very proud of course. Now, our Harmony accommodation features 2 adult-only pools, as well as the adults-only soaking hot tub, in addition to a tiki bar, hammocks, and our exclusive sun tracker beds, which are designed to follow the sun throughout the day. Our Harmony accommodations offer 4 room categories, which is available with a 1 king size bed or 2 queen beds. Each room category provides private patios or balconies. We have our garden view, ocean view, premium ocean view, and concierge junior suite ocean view room categories. Heading over to Splash. Now, Splash caters to the young and the young at heart. So we have many fun-filled amenities included over at Splash, including our Cocoland Water Park, our 50,000 square foot kids club, our 1,500 square foot lazy river. We also have the island's only resort petting zoo, the island's only resort paintball course, and the island's only resort kite surfing facility. Now, the splash room accommodations offer multiple room categories. We have the garden view, ocean view, premium ocean view, and concierge premium ocean view. We also have 2-bedroom connecting rooms as well. Now, our Cocoland Kids Club is, like I mentioned, the largest kids club on the island. We offer indoor and outdoor supervised play areas. We also have a animal sanctuary, a pirate ship, and age divided daily activities. So from 8 to 12, 4 to 7, and 3 and under, they all have their own tailored programs to keep them busy and active throughout their stay. Now, our Cocoland Kids Club, as I mentioned, caters to children age 12 and under. Now, we also have a teen program as well as a teen hangout. But as far as the Cocoland Kids Club, we accept babies, and there is no additional charge for this. All of our staff are certified child care workers. They've been trained in early child care development, as well as first aid and CPR. They are just fantastic, and you can rest assured that your clients' children will be in excellent and capable hands. Now, parents have the option to sign in and out local cell phones for peace of mind, and we also feature our own splash water fountain, a mini rock climbing wall, swings, and so much more in this space. The kids just have a blast. Now, both accommodations of our resort are ideal for leisure and wedding groups. Multi-gen groups find that there is something for everyone to enjoy on our resort. Now, our groups are defined as 5 rooms staying 5 nights or longer, and group perks include an extra 10% off the lowest available rates with a group contract. Now, heading over to our sanctuary spa, Harmony is also home to our oceanfront spa, which offer organic and traditional healing therapies in 6 indoor treatment rooms, as well as our 6 brand new oceanfront spa cabanas. Now, these oceanfront spa cabanas are ideal for couples massage. We also offer aloe wraps and sugar scrubs in these oceanfront cabanas. As you can see, there are outdoor showers as well, and this is just a prime location to enjoy an oceanfront treatment. Now we offer uplifting sensory experiences, including facials, scrubs, massage. We also have a full service salon at the Sanctuary Spa as well, just to name a few of the services. Now, Coconut Bay's premium all-inclusive activities include tennis, basketball, pickleball, beach and pool volleyball, yoga, aqua aerobics, rum tasting, family tie-dye, and so much more. So you can see we've got a lot going on, something for everyone to enjoy. Plus, our water sports include snorkeling, kayaking, and stand-up paddleboarding. All of this is included as part of our Casually Caribbean, incredibly all-inclusive experience here. We do have wing foiling and kite surfing available as well, but these are seasonal, and those two activities come with fees that are applied. But for all of our other incredibly all-inclusive activities, there are no resort fees associated with any of these activities. Now, this gives you an idea of the layout of our sports complex, where our pickleball courts, our tennis courts, basketball courts, as well as soccer or football, depending on what area of the world you are in. We also offer nightly entertainment themed night dinners, which are so much fun. We have our Caribbean themed night dinner on Saturday nights, which offers the best of the Saint Lucian talent on island, steel pan, fireworkers. We offer an amazing Caribbean culinary experience with your rice and peas and your jerk chicken and stewed oxtail and fresh caught fish. We also have our country western theme night on Tuesday nights, which is a barbecue style with your barbecue ribs and your coleslaw and your corn on the cob and your country line dancing, which is a big hit. A little fun fact, country western music is very big on the island of Saint Lucia, and it is actually part of the culture. So fun fact for those of you who may be visiting or sending your clients our way, our theme night dinners on Saturday and Tuesday nights are not to be missed. Now, our premium all-inclusive means guests get to enjoy exceptional culinary options. So we offer 9 restaurants on resort, 6 of which are a la carte. We have a brand new vegan and vegetarian restaurant, which is called Seasons Veggie Bistro. We recently opened Seasons in February of this year, and it is absolutely amazing and delicious and a must try for your clients coming to visit us. We also offer 7 bars where we serve premium and top shelf liquors. And our bars include an adults only bar. We have swim up pool bars available, as well as our beachfront Paradise Beach bar. We have indoor and outdoor dining venues, and also private dining available at an additional cost. This is our Calabash restaurant, which is our Caribbean fusion steakhouse type of restaurant. Then we have our Silk Asian fusion restaurant, our Veranda, which is adults only. Then you have in the bottom left-hand corner our La Luna, which is oceanfront and private dining. And in the bottom right-hand right of your screen is our Coconut Walk Marketplace restaurant, which offers live action food stations available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, our 7 bars are conveniently located by our pools, on the beach, and in several prominent locations around the resort. There are no additional fees when it comes to our top shelf liquors that are included. So if your clients enjoy Grey Goose, Johnny Walker Black, Patron Silver, they do not have to pay anything to enjoy these top shelf liquors. They are incredibly all inclusive. Now, this is our Peter John's Lounge and our Sugarcane Rum Bar, which offers the island's largest selection of rums. We have installed brand new furniture and decor in this area, and we also host weekly rum tastings, which I also mentioned features the largest selection of Caribbean rums on the island. So at our Sugarcane Rum Bar, we offer rums from Barbados, Saint Lucia, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Haiti, just to name a few, and it's really not to be missed on your client's stay with us. On the topic of rum, we have our annual Rum and Rhythms Festival, and this year it is taking place from October 8th to November 1st, and this festival will feature the best in Caribbean talent here on resort, as well as weekly and daily rum tastings, as well as culinary specials to our menus that will infuse rum flavorings. So this is a fantastic and really fun-filled 2 weeks, that we have on resort. This is our Rum and Rhythms Festival, and make sure you check it out or send your clients to come check it out because they will be sure to enjoy it. Now we are going to step over to our sister resort, which is Serenity. Serenity is St. Lucia's top-rated luxury suite resort. This is our boutique resort, which offers 36 plunge pool suites, ranging from 1,200 to 1,900 square foot. There is 24-hour room service available, intuitive butler service. Serenity is all-inclusive, adults only, and couples only. Now, of all of the accolades that we have won over at Serenity, we are most proud of our Best of the Best awards on TripAdvisor. The Best of the Best award on TripAdvisor means so much to us because this is not us saying that we're great, this is not you saying that you're great, but this is your clients and our guests saying that we are the best of the best. So that means that we are in the top 1% of all resorts rated on TripAdvisor, and an accolade that we are truly proud of. Apart from that, we are also, of all of the resorts on St. Lucia, ranked #1 for 7 years in a row, Traveler rated. So this video will give you an idea of what your client's experience in Serenity will be. All right, so Serenity's 36 suites offer 1,200 to 1,900 square feet of interior and exterior space with indulgent amenities in 3 room categories. Each unique and stunning suite offers plunge pools with waterfalls, his and her wardrobes, a hammock, a 4-poster king-size mahogany bed, a soaking tub, a walking range shower, and so much more. Guests of Serenity will enjoy sophisticated decor, stunning surroundings, gourmet dining, in-suite spa services, 24-hour room service, intuitive butler service, nightly and daily entertainment, and a personalized wet bar with premium liquor. This is what a Serenity in-suite dining experience would look like. Now, Serenity provides unlimited dining options, so your clients can dine indoors and outdoors at the Great House, in a pool cabana, a beach cabana, on the patio of their suite, or in one of the 9 restaurants at Coconut Bay. So essentially, Serenity guests get a stay at 1, play at 2 deal when it comes to their amenities. Now, customized experiences are the rule, with ample room for private picnics prepared by your butler in our beautiful beachfront cabanas. We also offer at Serenity a weekly lineup of unique activities and entertainment, both daytime and nighttime activity. To name a few, we have our paint and punch classes, we have tacos and tequila. On the pool deck, there's tiki time, where you get to mix up your own cocktails with the bartender. There's sushi making classes. We also feature a rum and food festival every week. So there's something to do for your clients, both daytime and nighttime at Serenity. Now, this resort map gives you an idea of the layout of our property. In the top left-hand corner is our Serenity Resort. Then you see the Harmony accommodations, which is the green building, which shows you the layout with the 2 pools, the spa with the beachfront cabanas, as well as one of our wedding venues, the oceanfront gazebo. And you also have on the right-hand side of your screen our splash accommodations, which features our Coco Land Water Park and Coco Land Kids Club. All of this located on our 1-mile long stretch of beach, where you will also find our second wedding location, which is our Eternity Beach Pavilion, right on the beach with a beautiful infinity edge, as well as our Paradise Beach Bar, our beach cabanas, and then our surf shack, which is where your water sports are, our water sports facilities are. Now, this part you'll want to pay special attention to, agents, because how do we reward our agents? Of course, we thank you for your partnership. We offer 10% commission on wedding packages, 13% commission on direct bookings, 15% commission on direct groups, and up to $112 rewards per 7-night booking. Now, of course, this varies by room category and regardless of which tour operator you book with. Now, full programs and terms and conditions apply. Rewards are provided as a Visa or a MasterCard gift card. Agent rates can be requested by emailing sales@cbayna.com. For Serenity, we offer a 15% commission on direct bookings, but right now we are offering a double bonus for bookings registered through June 30th of this year. So now we will offer $100 for plunge pool butler suite bookings, $200 for premium plunge pool butler suite bookings, and $300 for grand plunge pool butler suite bookings. Now, rewards are earned regardless of which tour operator you book with for bookings of 7 nights or longer. Full program terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. And again, rewards are provided as a Visa and a MasterCard gift card after your client's travel. We also have a new travel agent portal that you want to be sure to check out so that you can register your bookings. There's no forms required for commission payment, so be sure you check us out at cbayresort.com/travel agents so that you can enjoy our new travel agent portal. Now, getting to Saint Lucia, there are plenty of nonstop flights available. Of course, these are seasonal, so you'll want to check the schedules, but there are direct flights on American Airlines, JetBlue, Delta, United Airlines, WestJet, and Air Canada, as well as British Airways. And we would love for you to contact us. So for our North America reservations, you can email us at reservations@cbayna.com. For the UK and Europe, you'll email coconutbay@grouppromotions.com. For travel agent rates, you can also email industryservices@cbayresort.com. And for support and collateral requests, sales@cbayna.com. Be sure to follow us on social media, on our pages, on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We are active on our social media channels and really keep everyone up to date on all of the fun and excitement that we have going on property. I would like to thank all of you for joining me today, and we look forward to welcoming your clients to our piece of paradise soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mia. Both of those properties look absolutely amazing. That was a great presentation with lots of details and information for the agents to take away. I was just checking and I don't think any questions came in for you for that. So you must have covered absolutely everything in your presentation.
Thank you, Jade. My pleasure.
Thank you. So now I'm going to be taking you all over to the island of Grenada. So let me just switch screens 1 second. It's not letting me do it. Why is that not letting me? There we go. It's working now, I believe. Just try and make that bigger. There we go. So two Caribbean islands in one today, and they're both very, very different and offer different things. And we'll start a little bit with Grenada just to kind of introduce you to that for those that perhaps aren't familiar with the destination. But firstly, to introduce myself, I am Jade and I'm working with AMG, who are the UK and European representatives for True Blue Bay in Grenada. If you need anything at all, please do reach out to me, even agents everywhere else. Your contact would be the hotel directly, but I'm more than happy to help any travel agents anywhere that I can. So please do note my details down. So just to touch on the flight schedule to Grenada, the airlift is actually really good into Grenada from the UK. So Virgin Atlantic have flights twice a week out of London Heathrow via Barbados, and British Airways have flights 3 times a week via Saint Lucia and Antigua. So just to touch back on what we've just learned from Coconut Bay and Serenity, it actually makes a very good twin centre option for Grenada and Saint Lucia. You can very easily do 5 nights in Saint Lucia and then fly on to Grenada and do 5 nights and then come back home to the UK. The airlift from the US is obviously a lot greater than what we have in the UK and Europe. And recently I visited the hotel in April and I decided to fly from Canada, and the Air Canada flight that they have twice a week now from Toronto was a very good option as well. So we'll start with a short video just to immerse you into the island of Grenada. So you'll see from that video, it's such a diverse island actually. It's more greener than anything, and people don't really realise that about Grenada. There's rainforests, there's waterfalls, there's amazing beaches, but people really love the culture and the authenticity of this Caribbean island. So we typically find that clients have done St. Lucia, they've done Jamaica, they've done Barbados, and they're looking for like an alternative, authentic Caribbean island. And that's when customers then try to look at Grenada as a destination. And not many people know that Grenada is actually made up of 3 different islands. So if you've got clients that are particularly interested in island hopping, you can do that so easily in Grenada. The ferry over to Carriacou leaves St George's at about 9 o'clock in the morning and takes 90 minutes. So you can go over to Carriacou for the day and come back at 5 o'clock in the evening. So it's a really good way to explore some other islands as well while you're visiting. So on to True Blue Bay Boutique Resort and Spa. So this is a wonderful 4-star property located just 10 minutes from Maurice Bishop International Airport. And it's one of those hotels that's just really authentically Grenadian. So this isn't typically a hotel that somebody's going to come to fly and flop. To kind of put that into perspective, this is going to be for those families that are adventurers. They really want to immerse themselves into the local culture and the history. They want to hire a car, they want to get out on a boat on the water, and they really want to explore the destination, all while spending really quality family time together, or if you're there as a couple, that kind of, lovely time together. So that photo in the top middle is the Fielden family. So it's a mum and dad that actually own the property, and their 2 daughters there as well, and their granddaughter Leela. There's actually another granddaughter now that's been born, so she needs to be updated into these family photos. But the family purchased this hotel in 1998, and they've had it ever since. And it only had 7 rooms actually when they purchased it, and it now is a beautiful small 70-room property in Grenada. So they've expanded on that over the years, and because the girls grew up on resort, it's really been done in a way to cater for families. They kind of knew what they needed as the girls were all different ages, and they've really incorporated that into the rooms and into the facilities that the hotel have. So the hotel does offer bed and breakfast, half board and all-inclusive options. To be honest, most clients coming out of the UK and Europe are going to be booking bed and breakfast because they're explorers, but we do get a handful of clients that are interested in booking all-inclusive. Every single room category does come with some form of a kitchenette. So whether you are bed and breakfast, half board or all inclusive, you still have that option to have those home away from home amenities in the kitchen to cook a meal in the room if you wanted to. And of course, if you don't want to, we have a restaurant on site anyway. So just a few pictures in terms of what the hotel looks like. It's very colourful, very Grenadian. It has that wonderful tropical feeling and it's just peaceful. Like I said, I was here in April and I've only ever visited for work. And although I was working-ish, I did take my family here and I came away from there just so relaxed. And I've never really had that from a hotel visit before. So just to look on a map, we're a very small hotel in Grenada at 70 rooms, but we're spread over so much land. So I just want to show you here from the main road. You come into the resort and you get to the reception. We have the main restaurant here. We have this wonderful bay area. So we're right on the water. Anybody that wants to get out straight away on the water and go and do some activities and exploring, you can literally do it from here. And then we've got 4 different swimming pools that are located all around the resort as well. I do want to point out at this point, everybody always asks, you know, what can you do? Can you walk out of the hotel? Where can you go? If you come out and turn left, you do start to get to some restaurants and bars. There are some really popular places actually out of the hotel. If you come out and turn left again, takes about 10 minutes, you get to Containers Park, which is, as the name suggests, some containers that have been kind of transformed into some street food. And it's a really nice place to hang out within 10 minutes walk from the hotel. Our location is quite great. We're next to the university, so the whole area is really catered to have restaurants and bars and things going on right near to the hotel. So in terms of resort facilities, we have 4 swimming pools and they're all totally different. One's a lap pool, one's right by the main rum bar and it's shallower for children. We've got a quieter one as well. So there literally is a pool for every kind of mood that you're in as well. We have an on-site yoga studio. We also have a House of Chocolate bakery. If you're going here, please go into the bakery and try the nutmeg ice cream. It is amazing. Grenada is obviously very famous for its nutmeg production, but nutmeg ice cream is definitely something to recommend to your clients. We offer non-motorised water sports. We offer complimentary shuttles to some different beaches in Grenada as well. We have an on-site dive centre, so we do have quite a big liking for divers that come to Grenada because the destination is totally geared for that. So we do have our own dive centre on site as well. So anybody that has clients interested in diving, not only is Grenada a great destination for that, but typically True Blue Bait as well. We have an on-site spa. We have 2 bars. We introduced an escape room last year, which is just something a little bit quirky for families and groups of friends to enjoy. And we have 1 restaurant. We're only 70 rooms, so we have the 1 restaurant on property. And something new that we also introduced is turn up service. So turn down service typically is, you know, your duvet pulled back and some chocolates on the pillow. Well, we've done it the other way around. You turn up and you get some rum punch, banana bread, some hot canopies that are served. You get to speak to the guests. You get to look at the activities that are taking part tomorrow and there's some nice music going on. So it's a really good spot. It's complimentary for all guests, no matter what meal plan you're on. So even if you're on bed and breakfast, you do get to enjoy this as well. And if you're there with children, they do make obviously an alcohol-free kiddies rum punch as well. So it is a spot and facility that everybody can enjoy in the family. So on to complementary added values. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the tour ops kind of shy away from these extra benefits in their booking systems. So it really is just to remind you, even if you're booking bed and breakfast, no matter what meal plan you're on, your clients are also getting these extra benefits. So we offer daily beach shuttles to 2 beaches, including Grandance and BBC Beach. We offer 2 complimentary yoga classes per person per stay at our Sankalpa yoga studio. We offer non-motorised water sports, so that's your hobby cats, your kayaks and things like that, and a tour of the House of Chocolate. So that's located in St George's in town, and the hotel will take you there free of charge. So it's like a little excursion that you can enjoy for a day as well. So on to room categories, we only have 4 different types of rooms, so it's really easy to remember. So starting with our True Blue rooms, these are going to be good for those that really are kind of on a budget and total explorers. So they're just in the hotel to sleep and Other than that, they're outside of the hotel, or if they're on a budget, it's really, really good for that. These rooms will take 3 people. So as well, if you're on a budget and you're maybe 2 adults and a small child or 3 adults, then you can fit into these rooms. A small kitchen, and obviously as the room categories get bigger, that kitchen increases in size. So onto our cocoa pod rooms. This was a very smart creation that came from one of the owners, Magdalena. The hotel have won many awards for their sustainability efforts and the things that they do, not only in the hotel, but actually in Grenada as well. So these rooms were designed by Magdalena to really just focus on that eco-friendly sustainability way. So these rooms have solar water heaters, they have solar panels, all of the appliances use efficiency in the best way, and they're really low, kind of low cost rooms, if that's what I mean, in terms of energy. It's not taking all of this energy out, and they have won a lot of awards for this. I also love to point out the blue wall that you can see where the air conditioning unit is on. So they support a lot of local artists and local businesses. So they actually have somebody come in and hand paint this wall to really support the local artists and just bring in more of that Grenadian influence into these bedrooms as well. And we offer different types of suites. So we have waterfront suites, we have tower suites. They all have amazing views and are over 2 floors. So the waterfront suites, as the name suggests, are right along the bay area there. And a particular favourite of mine is the tower suite. So when you come out of the main living area, there's a spiral staircase that takes you all the way up to the top floor. And you just have this viewing platform of what feels like you're looking over the whole of Grenada, and it's absolutely stunning. So if you're somebody that kind of enjoys that kind of peace and quiet and watching over the waters, then that would be a really great room category. And then onto our villas. So these are probably one of our most popular room categories. So we have 5 of these, and they're located right in the heart and soul of the property. So right by the main pool and right by the main bar. So you can see from this photo, you walk straight out onto this sanded area, straight into the water. Now, these are really good for families or larger groups of friends. The villas are located over 2 floors. So on the ground floor, you have your 2 bedrooms. So one bedroom has a king bed, and then the second bedroom has twin beds. And as you make your way up to the next floor, you have this wonderful open space living area, which is absolutely huge. A really full-size kitchen with every single pot, pan, piece of crockery that you could imagine. I did stay in one of these rooms in April, and I was never short of anything if I wanted to cook up a quick meal. So that was really, really good to have. And you can see it here, your own little private plunge pool as well. But the location of these ones are just really, really fantastic. And obviously, if you have got larger families and children, there is enough space for everybody. And if you're staying in a villa, you also get some additional added values. So anybody that's staying for 7 nights or more, you get complimentary 3-day car hire, or you can have a dinner cooked by a private chef in your villa, which is a really wonderful treat, particularly for families. We also offer adapted rooms, so we have 1 waterfront suite and 3 standard of our True Blue rooms that are available in an adapted way. So everything that you would typically expect. So particularly if anybody's a wheelchair user, then these rooms would be really fantastic for somebody that needed those requirements. We are almost 100% fully accessible. I say this in every training presentation. I haven't done one in a while. Because of the location of our spa and yoga studio being located 1 floor up, we're just doing the last kind of tweaks to make those wheelchair friendly. And once we've done that, we will be 100% accessible friendly as a result. So on to Dodgy Dog. This is, again, the heart and soul of the property. It is our 1 restaurant that we have on property that's serving breakfast, lunch and dinner. And we offer themed nights every day of the week as well. So if guests are staying here, even on bed and breakfast, sometimes they might want to eat in the hotel, sometimes they might want to go out. Or if you're on all inclusive, you can be rest assured that there's going to be something different going on every night of the week. So to point out a couple of these personal favourites of mine, Chocolate Thursdays are amazing. Grenada is well known for its cocoa production and the chocolate that it has on island. And the chefs have taken that and created these beautiful menus. So last time, the time I was here before now, I actually had a dish that was chocolate coated ribs with cocoa butter sweet potato mash. And it was one of the best meals that I'd ever had. And it's just wonderful to see how they're using chocolate in the dishes. But Wednesday, I'm sure some of you have heard of this already, is our super famous street food night, which we'll touch on in a moment in the next slides. Children under the age of 12 actually stay and eat for free as well. So if parents are on all inclusive and they have young ones under the age of 12, then they're not going to be paying to feed children either. And on all of these themed nights, there is a separate child's menu. So children are completely well catered for, and they have their own little menus that they can choose from for these themed evenings as well. So Street Food Wednesday, I always say a night in is like a night out on a Wednesday, but in a way that's for all of the family to enjoy. The concept was brought to life by the owners of the hotel, and what they decided to do was invite local restaurants into the hotel to create kind of a street food vibe going on. So they're cooking the most authentic Grenadian food that you could try. So you haven't got to go out and find that if you didn't want to. The food is amazing, the atmosphere is amazing, and they have an amazing band called Solid that also perform here every Wednesday that are not to be missed. And I will just show you a short video on that. So that just gives you a snapshot of street food night. But like I said, it's really fun for all the family to enjoy, just that kind of local music and the food and that really authentic experience. And so I always say, particularly to obviously agents in the UK, because some of the flights come in and depart on a Wednesday, just make sure you factored in enough time for your guests to experience street food night on a Wednesday. So on to wellness, we have our Blue Haven Spa, which offers treatments and things like that. And just to point out, with the body scrubs and the chocolate treatments, they are just so wonderful and so pure and organic. You literally could eat the treatments, you know, because they're just so raw and pure. But that's a firm favourite for guests that are visiting. And then our Treetop Sankalpa Yoga Studio, it is just wonderful. It's so calming up there. You can just see the sea and you can just hear that breeze, and it is just so therapeutic. Magdalena, one of the owners, is an advocate for wellness, and you will see her here every morning doing her yoga class. She'll be chatting to the guests, and it's a really nice experience. And of course, guests get 2 free yoga classes per person per stay that they can enjoy. So on to water sports, I touched on this briefly, but the non-motorised water sports are included. And then just to point out again, our dive centre aquanauts, so particularly those agents in the US, you would have heard of aquanauts. They do have the dive operation out of the hotel. Guests can do their PADI certification as well. And if anybody's wanting to get out on the water, like I mentioned, Grenada is very famous for its underwater sculpture park, a must do excursion when you're in Grenada. And that's about a 15 to 20 minute boat ride away from the hotel. So you literally just come off the dock at True Blue, and in 15 minutes or so, you're at the underwater sculpture park, which is brilliant. And we're a very family friendly resort. We get explorers, we get couples, but it's really family friendly. As I mentioned in the beginning, obviously with the children growing up on property, the mum and dad really did just put everything into this to make it family friendly for all ages. So I've already mentioned that kids stay and eat for free under the age of 12, and there's lots of different things that children can enjoy. And it's particularly good to point out the shallow pools as well, for the children particularly. And because I just got back from here in April, I couldn't resist but put in some of my own pictures, just to show you how family friendly it is. So this is my son, and he was really enjoying the hotel. You've got the shaded area with the slides, and I just want to show you here how shallow the water is, so you don't need to worry. This was him at turn-up service, so he was loving his banana bread and his kids rum punch. And we're about to upgrade the slide actually, but he was having a whale of a time. So I just wanted to show you some real life, you know, photos and experiences of how great that is for children of all ages. I touched on eco-friendly already, but we have that in the room categories, and the hotel have won many, many awards for their sustainability efforts. The management team go out onto the local beaches every Saturday at 6 in the morning to help clear up the rubbish. They make sure it's recycled. The owners are going into the local schools to really educate the children on how they can be more eco-friendly and why sustainability is so important. So not only the owners doing stuff with inside the hotel, they're also doing it, you know, outside of the hotel in Grenada and spreading that message. Sustainability is such an important topic, you know, in this day and age, and it's really wonderful that they are spreading that message and creating awareness. So agent incentives and selling tools, if you haven't signed up already, please do. We're part of the My Booking Rewards program, and our program is truebluebayrewards.com. One-stop shop for anything and everything that you need, fact sheets, images, videos. We do events up and down the country for those agents that are here in the UK. It's where all of our fam trip competitions get launched. And we also offer 1 free night or £10 per booking for 7 nights or more, which is really fantastic. Actually, that's 5 nights or more now. I recently changed it to support twin centre holidays. So 5 nights or more, any booking, and you can earn 1 free night. And we also offer amazing agent rates. They are so amazing because we want you to come and experience it. True Blue really is one of those places that you have to see and feel and fall in love with to be able to spread that to anybody else. So bed and breakfast from 53 US per person per night, and all inclusive from 99 US per person per night. So if you haven't planned your holidays this year yet, please think about us. And if you've earned any free nights anyway through the program, we're that generous, we'll even let you combine it with the agent rate as well. So this is for agents in the UK. Just wanted to show you where you can book True Blue Bay through. So typical suspects and everyone you'll probably expect to see there anyway. And just to highlight our marvellous May offers that we have at the moment, they do expire on the 31st of May and they will not be extended. But we currently have up to 4 free nights and 10%, which works out to be about a 40% discount. So if you've got anybody interested, try and get them booked before the end of May because that offer will be changing. And that is all from me. Thank you, everyone. Let me switch back because I'm hosting as well now. Let's see if I had any questions. So I had one from Willie Green. At True Blue, is there a swimmable beach? So we have a very small beach area. So it is swimmable. It's where our water sports come out of. But if you're looking for kind of that grander beach kind of feel, then our free transportation to Grand Ants Beach would be able to cater for that. And then we have a question from Jacqueline. How much is Street Food Wednesday if you're on bed and breakfast? So Street Food Wednesday is an additional cost for all guests, even if you're on all inclusive. So you can eat in the main restaurant if you wanted to, but if you're going to do street food, that has an additional cost. And you buy a little coupon tickets. They look like carnival tickets, and you can buy a strip of 10 for 30 EC, which I think is about 10 US. And you'll probably need anywhere from 3 to 6 per dish that you're going to choose. So I hope that's cleared that up a little bit. A question for both of us, Mia. In either of the properties, can we book day passes to see the hotels, for example, day cruise stops? So I'll let you go first on that one, Mia.
So at Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa, we do offer day passes to enjoy our resort. Day passes are 150 USD and they are from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our sister resort, Serenity, does not offer day passes.
Thank you. And at True Blue, the day passes are complimentary, but because we're not a full all-inclusive resort, anything you wanted to eat and drink, you would then just pay as you go for that. But if you wanted to come to us for the day, then we wouldn't charge you for that, and you would just reach out for me to get that booked in. And then a question from Pamela, what was the agent all-inclusive rate? So for True Blue, it's 99 US per person per night for all-inclusive at True Blue Bay. I'm just checking to see if anyone put any questions in the chat, just in case I've missed anything. I think we've covered everything. Yes, brilliant. So it's now the part where we make sure that you've all been listening to us, which I'm sure you have. So during the presentations, I'm sure you all made lots of notes. So we're going to be asking you some questions. And it works in the typical way that Sarah always explains it much better than I do. But it's a spin to win. So everybody gets 1 point into the prize draw just for attending the webinar today. And whoever gets the answer correct the quickest will get 10 entries into that spin to win. So I'm going to hand over to Mia to ask her question. And I'm going to watch the chat to see who gets this first.
All right, now it's time to test you all. So we talked about, well, I talked about our annual Rum and Rhythms Festival on Resort, which we are getting closer and closer to the dates. What are the dates for our Rum and Rhythms Festival for 2025? Hey, I saw that come up really quick, Lisa.
That was very quick. Well done, Lisa. So you'll be given 10 points into the spin to win, and when Sarah's back, I will leave that to her to announce the winner.
So just to clarify, Lisa answered correctly. That's October 18th to November 1st. So good job, everyone. I see some
Brilliant.
answers, but yes, Lisa got
Thank you, Mia.
it.
Okay, so back over to me, and with True Blue, I would like to know, please, one of the complimentary added values that we include for all guests on any meal plan. Wow, Charlene Jackson, that was very quick and you got all of them, so well done. I'm just making a note of that. So again, Charlene, well done. You'll be given 10 points into the spin to win, but there were lots of correct answers there, so you were all listening, which is fantastic. But just to reiterate, both properties, we work with the trade really well. We support the travel agents. We're always trying to do whatever we can to help you guys. So please do reach out to Mia and myself for anything that you need. Fantastic presentation, Mia. Thank you for that. And we will all do a follow-up just to make sure that you have all of the information that you need. And if you go away from here and you forget something and you wanted to ask us, then please reach out, because it's exactly what we're here for. So that is everything for today. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you again, Mia, and I will see you all again soon, not as a host. See you later.
All right. Thank you. Take care, everyone, and safe travels.
Bye.
Bye-bye.